flexibility of doing both, but I think they really want us to try it out. They're kind of forcing us to do it right
Yeah.
now, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and it completely makes sense. Yeah.
Because they did show in the Gamescom trailer last or 2 years ago that you can go to the star map from the constellation's own ship hut.
Yep.
So I think the plan is in the future that you will be able to do it from the ship.
All right, so I'm getting with this 40-man server that's been up, Zangra. I'm getting odd stutters.
Yeah, me
Same
too.
here.
You know, it's sure I'm getting 38 frames a second.
Well, that's isn't that bad on your computer?
Yeah, but the reality is even last night with the new patch, I was getting stutters.
Right.
So I think they wanted to prove that frames per second is client side. Well, you sure did.
It's
prove
not
it.
though.
They sure proved it because right now, of course,
In a
it's
server,
not. Of course,
in a full server, like just hear me out for a minute. 5 patches ago, right?
Yep.
I could go on a full server, confirmed 50 because we had org members in there that were trying to get in that couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
On a planet, and I was 20 to 25 FPS. Now I'm in Olisar and I'm getting 7.
Yeah.
And this is a server that was at 35 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes before the 7 FPS thing. So either someone's screwing the server or it's a bad patch. But my point being that, I mean, I guess some of it is client side, right? Because we know that you're getting much higher frames than me on better hardware. But at the same time, a lot of it seems to be coming from server. Like right now, I'm watching the millisecond counter. I'm going from 60 to 150 milliseconds. Where some server it's down to 40 and 30, and it just sits there.
Yeah, and
You're not alone. I have the same issue. I got like 30, 40 frames when I was in Olisar before. Now I get 12.
you know the weirdest thing, guys? Okay, on disk 0, it's an M.2, and I have only the operating system on it. I'm streaming right now, but you could see little blips on C more than you could see on D because that's the Star Citizen one. It's almost as if it's pulling the operating system drive, and I don't understand why. Just give me a sec. Like the transfer rates.
Is DirectX on your operating system drive?
I think so.
Because it is running through DirectX.
Oh, it is?
I mean, they're using DirectX.
Okay.
And if that's on your other drive, you might have to access it.
Yeah. So another reason maybe I should put Optane in my main drive. And look at that. Like I'm getting little spikes just sitting around. And I know I'm streaming, so I'm going to do it without it and see if it's any better or worse. Here, I'll put the link for you guys to watch. And anybody who tunes in, you know, hey guys, you know. I'm just trying to figure out, I noticed last night there was a little bit of weird hops happening. And right now, I think there's still a little bit of weird hops happening. It's weird. And I wanted to know, where is this loading? It's kind of like when you're loading textures. And that's how it sort of feels like. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm experiencing. Also, they've changed some of the quick functions, and I don't know if it's just temporary, so that people get forced to use the MobiGlass. Okay, the server has been kicked out, but it's a 30,008 for me.
You sure it's been kicked out? I just joined it.
Yeah. I'm going to join you right now. Oh, one. It's 1 of 50 in this one. This one's a brand new server with just you in it, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I joined your server that was dead, and then it put me in a new one.
Yeah.
Either that or you're the only one that didn't get kicked.
No, it was a 40-man server, the last one. So this is a brand new server, guys. Brand spanking new. And
I get better frames now. I have 30 FPS in Olisar.
okay. So let's see. Wow.
30,008 is defined as an authentication disconnect according to their code list.
Okay, then that basically means it couldn't authenticate because it kicked me out. All right.
So I think that means server side isn't communicating with at that time for
That's right.
the cutoff.
Okay. I'm getting 42 in the bed. Devwolf, I don't know if you have me. I'm getting 41 getting up. How many people are in this server right now?
Well, probably a bit more now.
I'm okay, so I'm getting 42 now in Australian.
Okay.
Oh no, now it's down to 6.
I'm getting
Damn
45. That's okay. Don't need to do. This is all stress test.
It just gets my hopes up, man.
I know it'll work. It'll work. All right.
I'm gonna scout some. Actually, can you send me an invite to that one? Let's see what I get in there.
You can't see me in friends. Not your friend.
Did it wipe my friends because of the patch?
I think it did.
Oh no.
All right, that's okay. I'm gonna just
stuck in my bed.
Devwolf. You should just
I'll put everyone's links down below.
All right.
I'm stuck in the bed and I can't bring up my Moby Glass.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is, Zangra, I'm gonna add you as party lead, or Lo. Lo is in here. I'll make you Zangra for now because Lo might be busy.
Jumping in your
Do you
game.
guys might know why CPU size doesn't reach sometimes 100%?
You know, I don't really know why. All I know is that there's a program that can limit how much one application takes. Right?
See, I've got a Phenom 2 that's 12 years old, and mine's not doing the processor spikes like that. Hasn't for a few patches now.
No,
I mean, you guys probably all have more powerful computers. That's weird.
It hasn't happened before, but for the last 2 patches, like, it's crazy.
Did you guys get that stutter?
I can't even. I'm trying to press escape to get out to menu, and I can't even do that. I can see animations.
Yeah, I noticed that on the M.2 there's a few things happening, and I don't know if that's just because of streaming, but every time there's a little pop of slow performance, I noticed that there's, of course, a CPU spike at 100%, kind of like what you're saying, Matt, but then the drive. So I'm wondering if that, see, right now it's pretty good. You can see on the bottom right hand side it's 42 frames a second. 41. So
what's the program to limit these spikes?
Oh, that I don't know.
I just limited, link program.
Okay. What is it? What's the name of the program? Maybe I could just mention it in chat.
It's like Battle something.
Okay.
Let's check.
Basically, all it does is limit on what type of... but right now I'm not getting CPU spikes. I'm just getting weird Windows drive spikes. Optane...
Actually just crashed to desktop rather.
Battle Encoder Sherace or something. It's BES is what it's called.
Oh no! After you have downloaded the patch, you should delete your user folder.
Always do that.
Always do that after the patch.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Lo.
Oh no, too low.
Okay. So, let us see. I'm just going to see what happens when I do this.
I'd be curious to see what happens if you put your Windows install or a Windows install on that and DirectX as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is it possible to put DirectX on another drive rather than the default one?
I think you'd have to uninstall it first because it's gonna. I don't know how to tell it that hey, it's not in this drive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to.
I got
how do you
3,000.
uninstall DirectX?
I got 3,000. So I think what they're doing is they're deliberately kicking us out.
I just kicked.
Yeah. They're basically
seemed
doing this on purpose, and they in the patch notes it did say that they're going to be doing this.
So they're testing configurations or something.
30 man server, 40 man servers, and 50. So
they did that a couple patches ago. Yeah, that's okay. So when remember I mentioned
you were right
when I was in when I was in the 20 FPS patch on Planet and full server, that's like the patch that was doing that. I wonder, maybe they're going back to that.
I got a bad toke. Oh, so what happened was I said join server, and the menu didn't update, which is okay. So, interesting.
Bad token?
Yeah, it just,
You
that's
mean
okay. What happened?
You were in server, or you were trying to join server?
I hit join server, and it just didn't go to black, fade to black. So I was able to still navigate, and then when I went back, and then I tried to go back to join a server, it went, it said bad token, but then it faded to black. So right now I'm in fade to black. And I'm waking up now. And is somebody eating something? Nope.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was in game for a second there. All right. So there's the memory. It seems that there is minor octane hits, 10 megabits per second, which is not much. 7. This is 100 kilobytes per second because it was loading during that time, all of the textures. But I'm just trying to put
I
it in
just got
perspective.
a really good server here.
I know. You're probably in mine too. So let me just double check if that's the case.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 26 in this one.
Yeah, I'm getting 53. So are you guys in? You guys, did you see me chat? I just said hi.
I just joined, so I'm probably gonna need to do that again.
Negative, I don't see you.
Okay, so it's probably a different one.
You know, I wonder if...
But we're still
It's
having
hard
those
to-
stutters. We're still having those stutters.
Can't display chat.
Said that your server was full. Sorry,
Oh, it was? How many people were there?
I didn't see because Zhang invited me, so I quickly joined.
Okay, I'll join his. I'm joining now. I'm joining his server now. So in this last server, I was getting 53, and it was full.
I'm getting spikes up to
But it-
5,000 milliseconds and back to 30.
So I'm thinking that might have been one of the 30-man servers. That's why if you guys can, before you accept anything, just check what the population of that server is, the max, so we know to put it in perspective. But there is these little weird hops. You know, it's kind of like it's loading or transferring some of the issues like physics or loading textures, but I don't see that. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, I want to just sit up. I'm getting 47 in bed.
Yeah, I have high FPS, but a lot of stuff.
So all we're doing is just testing right now.
There's a lot of stuttering,
Yeah.
even on the good server.
Okay. I don't have stuttering on this server yet, but and at the same time I'm getting no spikes in C drive. Oh, there's something in C drive. I'm gonna see what that was. Let's see. Yeah, no, it was nothing. It was nothing major. That I can understand. And let's go over here to Delta. 10 megabits per second. Transfer.
Does
rate.
anybody know where the star map hotkey is in
2.
settings?
2.
No, I
Oh.
know. Is it's on foot? All isn't there. It's social general. It's not there.
I thought it was under flight.
Flight, but I'm on foot right now.
Oh, I don't know. F1. I got that.
F2?
I'm getting 48.
It is F2,
It is F2. Okay.
but I don't know where. I'm trying to debind it. I don't want
I just
F2.
pressed F2. Ooh, this is kind of cool. This is a lot better.
I'm stuck in a black screen.
You're still loading, in other words. Yes?
Yeah, but it's been like that for 15 minutes now. Feels
If
like
you
that.
go to console and type in R display info 3, and if you see 60 frames per second, that usually means it's not doing anything. You're just gonna sit there.
Okay, well then that's what happened.
All right. So this is the Ethernet traffic. Because I am streaming. Nothing major. And receiving almost nil. So that's what you guys are seeing. My internal network and my IP address. Okay.
Personalized. our personal identification broadcast system in flight radar. What is that?
Yeah. So this is what I'm
That's
hoping
new.
is what I think is. How much did they reduce the server population? Well, some servers only have. I've only noticed a 40 and a 50, so they're doing tests right now. They did this when it was in Avocado. Now it's in public. So I think they're getting ready to release this puppy soon. It's exciting. Very exciting. You know what, DevWolf? I'm sure that some of the builds that they have already, like the bugs that we're running into, some of the weird ones like the doors and stuff, they probably already solved them, but they're not in these builds. Maybe I'm totally theory crafting here, but the content, the content that they will be releasing, will probably have those bugs
what's
fixed.
happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were coughing.
Yeah, we could hear you coughing.
What the fuck?
Don't worry.
Why does it keep active? 1
It's
second.
your button's stuck.
So, is anybody at menu? Because I'd like to know how many are in this server that I'm in. Oh, never mind. No, it's gone down to 7 again.
I haven't pushed to talk. I don't know what it was the last time.
Oh, and DevWolf, I found out why it's closing your launcher when you press X. There's apparently a toggle thing you can toggle in it that makes you able, like, if you detoggle it, then it won't close.
It's not when I press X. It's when I press X and then go to the system tray, right click it and close it there. That's when it closes the game. I can press X and it'll go away, but that doesn't close the launcher. That just minimizes it.
Yeah, I know.
If you look, yeah, but if you go, like if I go into Task Manager and I close all 3 of the PTU launchers, the game closes with them.
Yeah, it does that for me too. I thought you meant the other thing.
Oh no. I'm getting some weird stuff when I jump as well. Sometimes when I land after jumping, I can't move for a second. I'm just stuck there. I can turn, but I can't move my position.
Huh. Oh, I know. I've had that since the last 3 patches.
It's almost like it's desyncing, and I just debound F2. Why is it?
It could be the desyncing, but I don't think that's what it is, actually. I think it's some sort of code that when you jump, it's supposed to stagger a little bit, and they just don't have the animation in.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
yes.
Sonic, you guys don't have the patch notes? It's on Reddit right now. How much did they reduce the server?
Oh, the patch notes?
Yeah.
They're in the launcher.
I have VSync off all the time, my NOM 4 M3. Yeah, I always have VSync off. I don't have to have VSync on with the TV that I have. It's a Sony OLED 55-inch A1. And I play in HDR mode 10444.
You're on an OLED TV?
Yeah.
What are your refresh rates on that TV?
It's just whatever it comes standard with, but the motion resolution is what I'm really into, and this one has a good motion resolution, actually one of the best, and it also has, that's the only reason why I got it. Plasma is still better, but it doesn't do 4K, like, you know. The Kuro from Pioneer, for instance, did 1080. So, all right. So far, this server seems very stable. So I recommend you come into this server, DevWolf, because I want to see what the canary says.
All right.
Yeah, and I don't get any of those spikes, those weird disk spikes, and manually come into it and tell me how, is this a 50-man server or a 30-man server?
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
Because
I'm getting hangs in here.
Yeah, you want to get out.
I'm keeping an eye on the millisecond. Every time I get a hang, it goes, like, it just rockets up there to ridiculous numbers.
Who else is in here in the server with me? Zanger, are you here too?
No, I'm trying to join.
Okay.
I think I might be.
Okay, let me just
I
say
see
hi.
Madgag, Citaro, and Lotarian are on the same server.
All right.
What's the count?
49 out of 50.
Okay, so it's a 50-man server. This is really good. This is, of course, I'm only getting 29 frames, guys. But it's good in the sense that it's improved. See, I'm not getting that many spikes. Okay, now I'm getting 40. So I was only getting 30 when I was in the Moby Glass. That's what it was. So the Moby Glass lowered it to 30 frames a second, or 29, 30. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put R underscore display info 3 for
Alright, I got it.
prosperity. It's at the top right hand side now. Any idea if the C77 Combine or Pyroburst now work in multiplayer PU with 3.0? I don't know. I haven't really explored the weapons myself. In fact, I've been a pacifist this whole event, so I think I just recently got laser power. But yeah, I'm not really 100% sure. But a lot of the content has not made it into this release, so it will be interesting to see. Okay, so F2. When I shut it down, I get 43 frames a second on a full server, pretty much. This is a really good server, but it's not hitting my C drive that much, and my processor's at 50%. Memory's at 13.7. This one's a really good server. I'm getting 40 frames a second again, guys. Yesterday was atrocious.
What is the new button for opening up chat?
It is F12 and the right alt if you want to change.
Okay, nice.
Hey, I'm going to see if I can mess with this guy. I love the 40 frames a second right now. All right, I'm going to close this because it's distracting me. Once I get into... This is 4K, guys, and I'm broadcasting at 1440p on the same system. So they did a lot of good things with this. All right. I don't want to go too far. I'm just doing some basic local things. Let's see if I can pickpocket this guy. I'm just kidding. Oh, he has batteries. Can't see what he's doing there.
Is there a place to load the ship with some cargo? How do you load the ship with cargo, actually?
You go to the kiosk, select the ship, and fully load it if you want.
Ship deck?
It's yeah, it's where you select. Oh, I got some clicking there again. Okay, I'm gonna hit the, there we go. When you do background blur, I notice there's always a hit. So I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see. Nope, can't do it. This angle's not the best. Try it from this angle. It's an excellent product. What a drag. Come on. Alright. Trying to do something I can't do. Not while I'm crouched.
Oh no! The door just killed one of the NPCs.
on the way into that server, 49 of 50.
Doors can now kill NPCs, confirmed. There's a NPC walking through the door, and the door closed on him, and then he fell through the floor. Is that you in front of me?
See, this server's decent. This is 13 frames at 50 to 70 milliseconds. What region is this? Anybody?
I have no idea.
Getting some weird sounds.
Yeah, me too. Is this you in front of me? Low?
I'm jumping.
Oh, then it's not me, you.
Now so the latency is jumping up to 114 now and drops down to 7 FPS again.
Some issues with jumping.
What strata are you at, Low?
B.
Ah. I keep getting these R2D2 sounds in my...
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
here, so that's server wide then. It sounds. Someone might be screwed. 1300 millisecond spike.
How to get rid of the ship from the platform, or move it to the store? Is that
Move what?
possible? Move the ship to the back to the store from the platform.
If your ship has a bed and you log out in it, it goes back.
Say again.
only method we know of that can manually take the ship back into your inventory is logging out in your ship.
I bought
So
some supplies, but it didn't fill.
you have to buy the supplies before you spawn the ship.
I did.
Oh, then that's weird. That's definitely a bug that should be reported.
I'm gonna try to do that again. So basically, logging out in the ship.
Yeah, you
Well,
have to go to
even
the
if I
bed.
log out in a station, will I lose it?
No, you
Will
won't
it-
lose it. Just have to go to the bed of the ship, and then in the bed there's a logout button. Oh, I
This
wish I
sound
could turn
effect.
these R2D2 sounds off. They are really
Yeah, they're
annoying.
getting real annoying. I kind of feel, I don't know if someone's reading chat and doing it on purpose, but it's happening frequently.
Yeah.
I don't, are they radar? Someone mentioned radar sounds. Is that what it is? Yes, somebody's.
Oh my god. It's getting more frequent now.
Consider.
I limited Star Citizen by 15%, and it's so far working.
You limited it to 15% processor?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Are you sure that's enough processor?
Yeah, the thing is, this program that you gave me is limiting it in general. It's not giving a like a target limit. But I don't limit my processor CPU. It's limiting a Star Citizen basically from using it.
I think my star map broke again.